I find this fascinating because there was this one thing you talked about. Some people might have heard on the news. I guess this was a few months back, that there was allegedly an AI agent, which had been able to, and I'm just smiling because I've seen this interview talk about this, is why I'm asking you, that had supposedly been able to fool a CAPTCHA and basically do all this stuff on its own. And the theory was, if it can do that, if it can solve a CAPTCHA without human input, then we've reached the singularity, the tipping point. We've reached that stage. You think this is not true? Nonsense.
Okay,
So
this is actually really useful for everyone. So if you've read anything about an AI deceiving someone, if you read a story saying AI deceived someone and was able to send an email, what actually happened was they prompted it to do it.
Who prompted it?
The companies. You open the study, it's like, yeah, we prompted it to do this. It said it would, and we trained it specifically to say, well, I'm going to do blackmail now. It sounds really simplistic, but they wrap it up in all this academic scientific writing. It's the exploitation of ignorance. Because we are trained to trust authority. We are trained to trust authoritative things. We are all semioticians in some way. We all learn what looks right. This is an exploitation of that. So the Anthropic one, where they said, I think what it did was it threatened to reveal a guy's affair if it wasn't given access to something. To be clear, this study, it didn't have any access to anything. It was literally just a chatbot. And also, they trained it to do it, and it didn't even do it every time. It didn't even do the live thing, right? And this was in Time. I think it was even in the Wall Street Journal. And then the one you're talking about is in GPT-4. They claimed that GPT-4 had conned a TaskRabbit into solving a CAPTCHA. Now, what actually happened was nothing. I don't even think they talked to a TaskRabbit. The study is so poorly written that it's unclear if they did anything. They even say in it that these things are not autonomous and incapable of doing it. But what happened was they put out this very long PDF, and things are long and people hate reading. So you know what? It seems scary, I guess. Casey Newton and Kevin Roose on Hard Fork, the New York Times, were like, turn it off. And if you think I'm being theatrical, that's genuinely how they sounded. Vice was saw it on Fox News, it was everywhere. What actually happened was, it didn't actually talk to the TaskRabbit at all, and by the description it looks like any communication that happened was them prompting it saying, what would you say here? And then copy-pasting it into another window. But then it's not clear if they even talked to anyone. It's kayfabe. Well, WWE is more realistic than any LLM claim. It's insane.